Natasha. Just been watching you move around with the girls, and I was saying to you before, you're the golden girls, aren't you? I mean, there's quality.
Is that the age or the old
well,
golden girls?
It could be classed as an insult, but no, you're phenomenal, you girls. I spoke to Lisa, and 7 times national champion. I was looking at your record, 5 times national champion. I think it was 2005 to 2010, back to back.
Yeah, at 4 different weights I think as well. I think I bought my first one at 72 kilos.
You're a great Trivial Pursuit answer, because you're the first girl to qualify for the Olympics, first British girl to qualify for the Olympics. You were the first girl to fight in the British as a British girl to fight in the Olympics. And
first female to win as well.
yes, because you got all the way to the quarterfinals in 2012, where you met Katie Taylor.
Oh, and that memory, the bout that everyone remembers. Yeah, unfortunate for me.
Well, this is now. I mean, I don't think you remember, but I bumped into you about two years ago, and it was at Derry Matthews when he was opening his gym, and it was an open day, and you come down to hand out prizes and things, and you retired from boxing, you were getting married, you're having a baby, so you're back here now, and
it all went wrong. No, it's just one of them things that, I mean, when I decided to leave the amateur game, there wasn't the opportunity to go professional. There was.
Was it not to the?
There was, but you could go. You had to go to Germany or America, and I'd kind of done the football thing in America, and I didn't really want to go back, to be honest. So I thought when I made the decision to leave, I was leaving boxing full stop, and then I seen Katie turn pro, I seen Nicola turn pro, and Tom Stalker asked me the question. He was like, "Oh, wouldn't you think about it?" And that just from that minute on, just got clog sick, and I was thinking, what are my barriers now? And I'd had my baby, she was settled, she was in nursery and stuff, and I've got a big family to support me, and I was thinking, well, what are my barriers? I'm going to work regardless anyway, so what's my barriers? And there was none, so the opportunity was there, and I came back. I always take the opportunities.
Well, this must be great for you, because the similarities between you and Stacey Copeland, because Stacey's having a pro fight next month, middle of next month, are very close, because she started football and she was over in America as well, got injured and came back here and started boxing. You've done a similar thing. You always wanted to be a footballer, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it works as well through the lads. There's a lot of the lads. I think Go, Joshua and Marcus Morrison as well.
Oh, he was here before Marcus, wasn't
he? He was the same as well. So I think it works through the lads as well as the females. But there's something about football and boxing that works well.
Well, I was going to ask you as well, and then I realised it was a silly question, but I'm going to mention it anyway. I thought, well, why Joe Gallagher? Why come from Liverpool and train, in Manchester? But then I realised you're a Rotunda amateur girl, and obviously all the Smith brothers were Rotunda, and so it was a natural place for you to go, wasn't it?
I mean, that's one of the reasons, I was comfortable. There's Scott Cardle there, who I know from the GB days. There's Ophi, who I know from, we had the same sponsor, so I always used to meet him at the sponsored events. The only one I didn't know was Marcus, because I knew Crawler as well. So, but in all respect, I looked at who I thought the best coaches, the top 5 coaches were in Britain, and Joe was one of my top coaches, and I spoke to him. He said, come back, have a trial, see what it's like, and I think I got over the trial anyway, and I think that we just clicked, and I appreciate what he's done for other boxers. There's been a lot of boxers I think that Joe's took on, who people say, well, they're good, but they'll never get to this level, and Joe's took them all the way to the World Championship level, and that's what I see myself doing. So that's the coach I thought, yeah, that's the one that's going to take me there.
And how long have you been back now training them?
Fully 3 months. It was a long way back, I'm not going to lie. I was so unfit when I came back. You go into, you think that you can do what you do on your GB days, or when you're training 3 times a day, 5 days a week, and I went in and I just couldn't. I was in probably the worst shape of my life, and I'm here now boxing 10 twos, and I said to Joe, I could do more.
And have you got a date now for your pro debut?
There's none officially. I'm still working on a contract, trying to figure out who I'm going to sign with, and then once I know who I've signed with, then that'll give me my date. But regardless, I know I'm going to get out soon. So,
but obviously that's the excitement, isn't it? This is why everyone's going to be looking at you and looking at Katie. And hoping maybe in 2 years' time or something like that could be a massive fight for female boxing.
Definitely. You know,
it's one that the world would be interested in, though, isn't it?
Well, I'm sure them 10,000 people that was in the XL Arena that day would love to see it again. The atmosphere was unreal. Probably one of the best atmospheres amateur professional boxing I've been to.
2012.
Exactly. So, it could set the benchmark for women's boxing in Great Britain, and that's. I know that's what Katie wants to do, but it's also that's what I want to do. You know, I want to get to the best that I can be, just like in my amateur days.
Well, Natasha, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm looking forward to whenever that is, when you step through those ropes, and I'm really looking forward to if you two and Katie ever get in the ring together again.
Cheers, thank you. Thanks.
Take care, Nessa.
Nice one.
Bye-bye.